Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to a new video. Today, as promised, the video about the JM-Sub212, or is it the LF-Sub212W? What this whole naming thing is about and a few tips and tricks for the subwoofer here in this video now. Okay guys, so first off, I know, the video is a bit late. Yeah, but 5 months. Yeah, but nevertheless, I'm in the final year of my school now, so sorry guys. So what is this naming thing about? First off, actually it is the JM-Sub212, but not really. Why? It's actually quite simple. As Jobst-Audio and another very nice YouTube commenter said to myself, it is actually not the JM212 because it has another speaker in it. It is, you probably know from my last video, it is the box 12-88W speaker. It's a more cheap speaker, and for the subwoofer with this speaker in combination there is actually a separate name for it. It's actually the LF-Sub212W. Yeah, so it got a separate name, and why? Because yeah, it's a bit less powerful through the more cheap speaker, but yeah, and there are also another few variations of the names, but I won't go into detail now about them all. They are depending on different speaker used in the box. So yeah, that is the naming thing about it. So actually this speaker, okay, it's standing here, you can't see it, but I will show you a few pictures of the speaker or the subwoofer in this video. So this speaker is actually the LF-Sub212W. First of all, if you don't know anything about the subwoofer, it's a 12-inch subwoofer with 2 speakers inside. It's a very moderate size of the box, and yeah, it looks pretty awesome, I think, because of the kind of corner ports on the front of it. It's a so-called PA subwoofer, and it is used for, I would say, big events and all this stuff. So it's not like your car subwoofer. I mean, you can use it in the car, but it's not really made for that. It's more like for your parties or something like that. So it's probably a good subwoofer for this. Would I recommend this subwoofer? Definitely yes. Building your own subwoofer is a kind of experience that is pretty cool, I think. And if you haven't done it once, you probably should do it, because just building a speaker and say, oh cool, that's my speaker, it's not that cool. If you have your own speaker and say, wow, I've made that mostly myself, that's pretty cool, and you know how things work, and that's cool. Have you any tips for building this speaker? Yes, I have, and I want to go through a few of these. Okay, first off, because if you have 2 speakers inside, so wiring is about one thing, because you only want to use one connector at the back, I probably would say, to make it like that. So how to wire them inside the box? The 12-88W from Thomann has 8 ohm resistance. You can wire them together in 2 different ways. So this is important because not every amp, so every amplifier, can handle all kind of ohm loads. So that is important. I mean, look at your amplifier, what it can handle. So if it only can handle down to 8 ohm, you have a problem with this kind of configuration, because you then need to go to 16 ohms with these 2, and you will lose some power. But if you can, your amp, for example, can play down to 4 ohm, to 2 ohm, maybe to 1 ohm, or I will say it's probably 4 ohm on a normal PA amplifier, you can wire these 2 in parallel. This looks like this, and then you get a 4 ohm. So you can really use the power of your amplifier. Another tip is to seal your box properly. You can use your normal wood glue to seal it up. This is kind of important because you don't want any air to leak out of the box if you build it. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Just make a line in the corner, extra glue, and then you can pass your finger around the corner. Use a good connector. What do I mean with that? I often see pictures of speakers where really, I don't know, crappy connectors are used in the back of the subwoofer to connect the subwoofer or the speaker with the amplifier, and I really can recommend these type of connectors. These are so-called Speakon connectors. I've used them in a few different projects now, and I can really recommend them. They are very sturdy, and I think they are especially made for the usage with speakers and subwoofers. A few advantages of them are they are very sturdy. I've never managed to break one of these, so yeah, they're really cool and robust. Did I really think this build is easy? Yes, I think it's not that hard to build this subwoofer. I hadn't any problems while building this sub, so I think everybody can do it because I'm not the high advanced woodworker that has years of experience. So yeah, I think you can do it too if you just want to do it, and yeah, get your head a bit around some knowledge for subwoofer building. It's pretty easy. This box is actually quite easy to build because you can build the box and insert the speakers at the very last, so you don't have to make any mounting holes at first or anything, because the box has inside no complicated structure and all. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So now my last facet. What do I think of this subwoofer? As I mentioned in my comparison video between the MTH30 and the JM-Audio LF-Sub212W, I really like this box. For a 12-inch subwoofer, it plays kind of deep. I normally use it to listen to a lot of EDM songs. For that, it's pretty cool. I think for a normal room, like I'm using it for, it's in total overkill. Of course, there are people that listen to music pretty loud, but I don't really think you need anything more than that in a normal room. Of course, use some good wood to build it. I've used 16mm MDF wood. A lot of people are complaining about this wood, that it's not sturdy enough or not resistant, or it's, I don't know, whatever. But I can say I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, you can get more expensive wood like multiplex. But yeah, I think this is great for a budget build because the drivers are not that expensive, so the speakers, the 12 to 88Ws, are not that expensive, and the MDF wood is also quite good for its price. Yeah, just keep in mind to use thick enough wood and don't use any crap over whatever. And yeah, I think you will be pretty happy with the subwoofer if you build it one. If you have one of these and have made some experiences with it, let me know in the comments, because I really want to hear what other people think about the subwoofer. And otherwise, I hope you really enjoyed this video. For a sound test of this subwoofer, you can go to my comparison video, but because I don't think it's really necessary to record a sound test again, so I will link it down below. There you can hear this subwoofer in action. So yeah, if you have any more questions or concerns or whatever, you can ask me down in the comments. I will try to answer everything. Yeah, and I hope I will see you in the next video too, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. So bye guys.